Hello, guys, friends, and family. How have you been? How are you? I hope you are all well. I am good. As you can see, I'm excited to come back to you. I appreciate so very much those who have subscribed and those who are watching these videos. And I please request, if you come across this video for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. This is Eunice Jero YouTube channel, and my name is Eunice Jero. I use that name. That's my name. It's the one I use for this channel. And in this channel, I say that we do live, and live has to do with making anything and talking about anything that can help us feel good, help us feel excited, and help us get the happiness we need in life. Because if you're not happy in life, you are not okay. But at least if you have joy, brings out happiness. That's all what we are about. That's why I cook for you. I make small recipes for you, not great ones. I show you what I'm eating. I show you what I'm doing. I show you how I'm trying to keep fit and eat healthy, how I'm trying to eat at home and not buy junk foods, just all to make our bodies feel good so that we may feel better. And I also talk stuff, anything which I feel like talking, which can make you or help you or make you laugh or make you feel good or make you learn something. And this afternoon, it's afternoon for me in Texas. Let me even say that I'm in Texas, so the times may be different from wherever you are. It is afternoon in Texas. Whatever time you are, you watch this one, time you'll watch it, it doesn't matter the time. What matters is what you get from the video. So this afternoon in Texas, I want us to talk about something which happens to many of us, and which has happened even to each one of us, maybe at one particular time. It may have happened and you realized it. You may have also caused it to somebody, or you may have seen somebody passing through that stuff. And that stuff is called betrayal. So I'm going to talk about betrayal. Why am I going to talk about betrayal? Is because I want to look at those things which bind us as human beings, as a person, that you are not able to live to your full potential. Because when you feel that you're not living your life to the full potential, to what you like doing, then you are bowed. And if you're bowed, you're not okay. You are not yourself. You are not really actualized in life. You are just waiting for the day to come, and another night come, and another day come, without really having a passion of life. But if you have a passion to live, a passion to see tomorrow, it means that you are not allowing anything to bind you. You are not allowing anything to stand on your way in a very, very proper and appropriate manner, not in a way that you are also pushing others very badly. You can always be in your space in the right way, live your life the way you like it, the way you feel it's giving you happiness. Let me tell you something. Philosophers says that the ultimate goal of life is happiness. I tend to agree with them at some point, because if you're not happy, you don't know how to live. Really, you don't know why you're living. You're just there. That whatever is happening to your life is bitterness. Then you don't see the joy of life. Then those who are in the region, those who are in believing Christians, I'm a Christian, then we say one fruit of the Holy Spirit is joy. So if you have joy, you can produce happiness. And when you produce happiness, then again we go to the philosophers, that we are having happiness. But it is coming out of you as a fruit of the Holy Spirit from believers. So all these things we do, whether you clean your house, whether you clean yourself, whether you cook for yourself, whether you go for the gym, whether you take your kids out, whether you are loving your children and making them grow well, all that you're doing to have that happiness, to have that joy. And that is what the English speakers call comfort of life. And comfort of life can come from you yourself, within yourself, and external, the others, because you live within an environment. You don't live alone. You live with the neighbors, you live with others. You need others. You need external things as well to make life better for you. And one of these things now, which I wanted to talk about, which can hinder you and bide you from getting happiness in life, from producing that fruit of the Holy Spirit, which is joy, one thing is betrayal. Betrayal brings out bitterness in the heart and lack of trust. And when you can't trust, then you can't behave confidently. And when you can't behave confidently, you are bound. Betrayal, when we think of betrayal, believe you me, right now in your mind, I'm sure you're running through a scenario or something which happened in your life, through a season you passed through in your life, which you can identify there was betrayal. But I want us to look at betrayal in two ways. And those two ways, I'll concentrate with one. There is betrayal where you trusted somebody, opened up your life to somebody, or expected somebody to build you in a way, or trusted. It could be your parents, it could be your relatives, it could be a friend, a colleague, or an acquaintance. You meet with somebody and you expect that somebody to behave in a way that will make your life, or you are stay with them and you are meeting with them to make that environment comfortable for you, that you may produce the joy you want in your head. But then that person does not offer you that chance. You feel betrayed. You feel that trust has not been kept by the other party. That is external betrayal. Today I'll not deal with that one. I want to talk about the me, myself, and I betrayal. That is internal betrayal. Most of the times, we are quick at pointing fingers at things outside of us which hurt us, which betray us, but we are not quick at finding it within us what might have caused that betrayal within us, within you. You as a person, Eunice, I'm talking to you. Assess yourself. What are those things which betray you? Let me say this. You cannot lie to yourself because you know yourself. You cannot lie to God because God knows you too. And because the devil is the author of all lies, you cannot lie to him, because when you lie, he will know. Here, I'm not talking about the lie which you lie to God, or to people, or to others, or to the devil. We may not know when you lie to us, but God will know. The devil will know, and you will know. I'm talking about that you yourself, you know, and only God knows you know it. That closed window which we can't reach to you, but you know it, but it makes you bowed. A human being is made up of body, spirit, and soul. The soul harbors the mind and the willpower of you.
So when we talk about I, myself, I, me, myself, and I, or me, myself, and I, or I, myself, and me, whatever you want to say it, when you're talking about that individual person, we are talking about the spirit man of that person, the fresh man body of that person, and the soul, which contains the mind and the willpower. The mind of a human being is a very, very strong tool given to you by God. Those who are in science, the psychologists, they say what you think you become. I want to agree with them at some point. Why? I want to take example. Let me talk about myself. I like giving examples with myself. That when I was a little girl, there's some things I could think about as a little girl. You know, when you grow up, that trust becomes less. But when you're little, you're so innocent. You think about something and it happens. It happens. It's not a coincidence. It's because your mind is very strong. You thought about it and you became it. But there are some things which hinder your mind from thinking to become what you like being. Let me tell you something. Those who have been to school, and I want to believe those who meet this video, some of them have been to school. And like where I come from, in Africa, in Kenya, the system, the education system is so academic loaded. It is just exam loaded. That means you fail the exam and everybody knows that your life is doomed. Because examination, it's just formal. It's so formal that wherever you go to ask for a job, they want to see you under an A in English, you under an A in sciences, you under an A in what? They want to see your academic performance. So the Kenyan life is like that. And that's why there is so much joblessness. Because everybody was trained to know that unless you pursue academics, you cannot manage life. And so people are busy pursuing academics. But my point was this. When we were in school and exam time neared, there's that exam viva. You have read, you are understanding, you are showing people examples in class. The teacher, when the teacher is there revising you with you, you feel you have things at your fingertips. But when the exam timetable is set, oh, that fear comes into you. You start now feeling like, I don't think I'll pass this one. If I fail, I'm doomed. Do you know something? If you entered the exam room with that fear, you saw black out on the paper. You could see something you were taught in class. You remember the teacher standing in front of you talking about this topic, but you cannot remember anything. The mind goes blank. It is called mental block. And believe you me, the mental block is not because you don't have the intellectual capacity. It is because your mind thought negatively about this thing. And so your mind tuned that you can't make it, and therefore the block is there. And believe you me, people used to fail. And I'm a victim of that. I failed exams. Not because I didn't know the answer. The word could come. If it is like the word you want to write cowboy, you can see the word C, but you can't remember the other letters to spell it. It's gone from your mind. Why? Because when you entered that room, your mind was tuned to, oh my God, I don't think I'll make it. I don't feel really fully prepared for this. This is the worst paper. This is the subject I don't like. Once you have that in the mind, believe you me, you won't succeed in it. So that means your mindset can be a betrayal to your life. You can betray yourself by what you think. So whenever you think you cannot, you are betraying yourself from being you can. You are created to be. When we were learning about how humans being grow, those who have done how the human being is formed and grows from this stage to this stage, those who have done maybe psychology of child psychology somewhere, you will learn that the human being comes to the world with a faculty in the brain, which is with nothing. The mother did not put much to it when it is in the tummy, because it was developing that faculty. But when the child steps into the world becomes the environment of this child, and we start putting things into the mind into that faculty. That faculty is the mind. Into that faculty, those things now, they start coming out, and we start saying that the child is growing. He can think, he can say. Why does he say? Because the faculty has been put something. So what you put in your faculty, you keep putting, can be you're putting those things which will abide you from being you, from living your potential. You may be putting in your faculty that thing which betrays the you. So we should be very careful what we put in our minds. So much of negative thoughts are in the mind. So much of negative thoughts, they betray us. How do negative thoughts betray us? They create fear, they create hatred, they create low self-esteem, and no motivation. No motivation. When you hear somebody says, nimemalizana, I'm done with that. Done as in not completing. Done as I don't want to do it. When you hear a person reach that point of saying, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to do that. It's not that you can't do it. It's your mind which is betraying your capacity. It's your mind which is betraying you. You can do it. When you reach a point of saying, I left it for them. Why are you living for them? It was meant for you. That's why it is in your area, that it is at your disposal. You deal with the case. You deal with the thing. You handle it. You are able. You are enough. But most of the times, our mind betrays us and we feel we are not enough. When you feel you're not enough, that's basically low self-esteem. You start having low self-esteem. And low self-esteem is an enemy. Total enemy. Greatest enemy to us as human beings, as people, to living our potential. You can never be you when you have low self-esteem. You are not you. You can never. Because you'll be saying, oh God, I can't. Oh my God, that's not for me. Oh my, God wanted to be like this. God wanted everything good for you. Not for others, for you. Because others and you, we make the community. So God wants that which is good for you. And then for me. And when we meet, we make a community of people who are made of good things, good thoughts, and abilities. Low self-esteem from internal is worse than from external. Because if it was from external, when that which was causing you to feel that you are not worth is dealt with, you can easily heal of that. But if it is intrinsic, it is within you. It's very difficult for us outside of you to help you get out of it. That's why we have to be very careful what we allow to get into our minds, so that we don't go into this low self-esteem, which causes depression and ultimate death. We don't want to go that path. We don't want to go that path of hating ourselves. Self-hate. Because when you hate yourself, you betray yourself. You're betraying yourself by not loving yourself. And when you reach that point, that is medical, really. Nobody can help you with that. So we must be very careful what we allow ourselves to think and in our minds to do. The other thing which betrays you, apart from our thoughts, is laziness. Let me tell you, laziness is not allowing you to be you. Laziness means that you want comfort without handwork, comfort from others, comfort without getting. Who can give you everything to be comfortable in life, man? Nobody. We are all struggling in one way or another to make ends meet. And then you sit, Baba, hey, you sit, Boo, you sit there. Your job is to wait, hands like this, waiting for manna from heaven. Manna finished in the desert. There's no manna. It finished. And manna was Jesus. He came now in the physical. And he died and rose and he was taken to heaven. We believe by faith is in our hearts. So manna is within you. You better use the manna within you. Stop doing your hands like this. Wake up. I believe in doing something little to build. Nobody came outside of the stomach of their mother, the womb, with the cars, with the houses, with the money, with everything. No. They came out and cried because there was nothing. Even me, I cried after being born. Every child cries. Why? You have come to where there's nothing. It's so nothing. In the mother's womb, there was everything. You are being fed without kuchoka. Mama akienda munaenda. Mama akicheka munacheka. In the womb, when the mother loves, you love. When the mother sings, you sing. When the mother eats, you eat. And you eat throughout, even when the mother has not eaten. You don't care when you are in the womb, because yours is everything. But when you come out, there's nothing. You have to look for it. That's why babies have to cry, because they have come into the world of struggle. You got to struggle. You got to work for you to live well. And when I mean well, it's relative. I don't mean high. I don't mean low. I mean well is relative. And you can tell yourself if you're living well or not. That is why I say it's relative. How you define well or living happy or living, you know with your heart. You can tell. But you know what? When you are struggling in life, it extends to the others. So we can very well tell. The others can tell because you become a bother. There are those things which are problems like accident or fate which befalls a person, and you get a misfortune here and there. Then you go to the society, you go to your neighbors, you go to others for help. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about lazy people. We have lazy people. Our generation today. I am a mother. Our children today. Oh my God. Most of them, they want food on the table when they are not going to work. They want their rent paid for. They want, somebody want everything done for by your senior. It doesn't go like that. You are brought up, you reach to a stage where you also start now making this for yourself and bringing others. Life is a ladder. So you climb, and when those who are on top of you are older than you, they are climbing higher, you climb also. Not sit where you are left, waiting for them to climb and then to come down to pick you up. It doesn't go like that. It doesn't go like that. You can't be a beggar for life. You cannot be a beggar for life. You cannot keep on waiting for people to give you. They will be tired. Believe you me, even if you are my child, I'll be tired. I'll be tired and I'll feel betrayed by you. So stop betraying yourself by being lazy. Wake up, you guys. Let's wake up, even me. I'm talking this to you and me. Let's work hard. Let's do something. There's something one person used to tell me. When I was a little younger, I lived in a very, very dry place. A place which there seemed to be, okay, according to me, it didn't seem to be what I would say it's a comfortable place. But in that desert, there was oasis. You understand what I mean when I say oasis? There was something good out of it. Because I met people in that place whom I could rely on for even a want to make me see tomorrow. And I want to tell you, one person told me, Eunice, it is not where you are. It is not about what you earn. It's about what you do. It's about what you do. And this person was telling me that when their father started saving, they were living in a thatched house. Thatched means that the rooftop is grass, those who come from Kenya. And their father was selling tobacco bake with the modogoto like this. Those who come from Kenya, they understand when I mean. Tobacco used to be tied long time, not now. Even me, I didn't find it, but I can relate with that from the stories and from where I went and found that. It's tied like this and then it's sold for those who use the sniffing with the nose. And their father was selling that, and they were living in a thatched house. But their father was saving. He had not gone to school. Saving. And when his children became now learned, they have gone to school, he took the very money and gave his children now to open bank account because he was keeping the money in that house. And believe you me, the children banked the money for their father, opened supermarket for their father, not really a big one, but a nice one, and they became good people, rich. They started now, you see, from little savings. So he was telling me that it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you do. Are you saving? Are you doing something? Tobacco made a shop for them. Tobacco built a house for them. Tobacco which is sold 10 cents or 20 cents. Kenya money. Today can be selling ama kiburi. So sukuma wiki can build a house for you. Stop asking for money all the time. Stop borrowing people. Stop borrowing people. Hold on to what you have and make life out of that. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you earn. What matters is what you do with that. Stop betraying yourself how to live better tomorrow by not working hard. That is betrayal, laziness. Laziness is a self-betrayal. You betray yourself by being lazy. And lazy people like depending on others. You know that you are not independence. You depend on others. You want others. Because if I'm giving you food, if I'm giving you everything, you have to sing my song. If you don't sing my song, I will kick your beat. Understand what I mean? That's how now slavery comes into being. No, I don't mean slave trade. I mean slavery of you are enslaved by others. You are bound by others when you depend on them. So when you are lazy and you want to depend on others, you bind yourself. You betray yourself because you can't be free from a person who makes your life better, who makes your life worth, who feeds you, who gives you food, who buys for you clothes, who you cannot be free from that person. And that person can nyambalia you. I mean it. Sorry. Yeah. You've when a person knows that you are their, it's like you are their oxygen, watakupimia na kijiko. They will, because they know you can't do without me. We've seen that. But when somebody knows, this one knows what she's doing. This one knows where he's going. This one works day and night. Doesn't matter whether you are earning $1. Get it. Tomorrow you get another one. Those are $2. Who gave you for free? That's your money. Use it the way you want. Nobody will tell me, give me back my money. No. We've got to stop betraying ourselves by depending on others, by being lazy. We need to be ourselves, active selves. The other thing which makes you betray the self is doubt. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. And doubt again goes back to the mind, because it's something which, doubt goes to the willpower. Doubt speaks to your willpower. Doubt demeans your willpower. Doubt betrays the capacity you have of doing. And it speaks to your soul. I doubt whether it can. I doubt whether. Let me tell you something. I've never seen this. But I came to America through green card lottery. Do you know even today there are people who don't believe? They doubt whether people win. People win, I'm an example. People win. Doubt is something wrong. I want to tell you, when you start doing something, others, they will come to tell you it doesn't work. Do it. It works. Don't listen to them. Okay, you can listen for advice because there is good to be advised. But deep down in your heart, don't allow doubt to build and become a tree which bears the fruit of defeat. Don't doubt. It works. It works. You can be what you want by trying, by working it out. Have a plan. Have a plan of what we want to do. It works. Don't doubt it. Doubt doubt inhibits action. Doubt and punishment are together. Like when you know a person will punish you, you don't behave. You pretend to behave, but you're not behaving, just to avoid punishment. The same way with doubt. When you doubt yourself that you can make it, you don't behave. You very well know in your heart, you feel in your heart you can do it, but you're doubting, so you pretend not to do it. Yet you want to do it, just because you doubt. So don't doubt. Don't doubt. Don't betray yourself by doubting yourself. And I find this one very much with let me talk about women, because I'm a woman and I relate with women and I talk with women, and most of my friends, of course, have to be women. And women, especially single ladies, you know, when you are single, you're out there and you are expecting somebody will say hello to you, so that you cross over to the other side and become married woman. So this one of doubt, when you doubt your self-worth, it means that you don't believe you can be loved by anybody. You know what that creates to you? It creates misuse of the other party which will come to your life. Because when they come, you feel, oh my God, I was doubting it. You embrace even the wrong thing without first putting your logic into work, so that you know, is this what I want or not? Because you doubted yourself. You doubted whether you can make it. You doubted whether you can be attractive. You doubted whether anybody can tell you I love you. You doubted whether anybody can call you a good name. You've doubted yourself. So when anything, even if it is anything from the fire, is coming to look for coolness, and then the meat comes across you, you accept. And when you get into such a relationship, you feel like you have won yourself something. You have not won yourself. You have betrayed yourself. Because this person will know very well you don't know yourself. You don't behave like yourself. You are not the true self. Because you're lacking something called confidence. By doubting yourself. And therefore, you remain in a toxic relationship because you doubt yourself. Very likely. Let me tell you, if you doubt yourself, you are most likely to get into other people who will misuse your doubt. Because they'll show you how really you are not. And your doubt will get the roots. When you are shown how really you cannot. For real you can't. Yeah, it's not for you. And you accept that. And that preaching. Who talks to your mind? Don't allow doubt to talk to you, because other people who plant the seed of doubt and water it, they'll water it and it will grow. Don't you accept. Be confident. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Have a positive attitude about self. Me, myself, and I. Positive attitude. Yes, I can. Even if it's difficult, you can. Oh, you can. You can be happy. Why not? God is not partial. God is not partial. And if God has said he has blessed us with all blessings in the spiritual realms, don't be manifested in the physical. Are you not in the physical world, my friend? Why don't you accept it to be manifested in you? The devil uses people just like God uses people to bless. If anybody comes across you to bring a spirit of negativity in your life, if you allow that to get into you, you betray yourself from the inside. So we can't blame the other party, we blame you. You blame yourself for hating yourself and betraying yourself by having doubt, by creating a negative attitude towards everything you see, everything done, everything happening around you. Whenever you have that, you are betraying yourself. Attitude matters. You can have a very, very nice attitude about yourself, and that one will attract others to yourself in a very comfortable and a very balanced way, not extreme. You don't have to go to the extreme of the negative, extreme of positive. Extremes are not okay, both sides. Balance is very important. You have to be a balanced individual. Don't betray yourself. When you betray yourself, of course, you cannot trust others as well, because you're betraying yourself. You are a betrayer to start with. You start by betraying yourself. How will you be able not to betray others? You need not to betray yourself and learn to trust yourself. Trust starts from within to the outside. Everything in life starts from within to the outside. Okay, I'm a Christian, so I'll also be saying something what the Bible says, that what spoils a man is what comes out of the man, not what gets inside. What does that one mean? That means what is harbored in your heart. When it comes out, it can be poison or it can be sweet juice, which will speak life, which will speak happiness, which will speak joy, a word of encouragement, which will speak hope to the world, which will speak encouraging one another. It has to start with self. That is why a person who is wounded from the self can only produce wounds. That is why why a person who is wounded from the self is bitter with life and can only produce bitter water. So when you find somebody, instead of having a positive, balanced debate, even on social media, I've seen people, you write something, you are responding in a very positive way, but a person turns out that one very negatively with insult. You're insulting somebody you've never met in life. You are writing something evil to somebody you do not know who that one person is. Then you have a problem with yourself. That means the self, the inner self, is not okay. It's not healed. It's betrayed already. And bitterness has grown, and whatever is coming out is bitter water. Nobody can drink bitter water. So you do not want your heart to bear bitterness, to bear wrong things, such that when people who are next to you, they are not clothed with happiness. They are not clothed with joy. They're not clothed with friendliness. Because, oh, mimi spendi kuwa karibu na huyo mama. Well, have you not heard people say that? It's because that mama is poison. Why do they say it's poison? Because what comes out of that person is not anything which can help you. We do not want to be that such person. We do not want the community to refer to us like that. Let us be instruments of encouragement, instruments, pillars people can rely on. And that one can only occur if you trust yourself. That I trust myself. Even if they don't come, I'll fight. And you will be successful in fighting it. Inside success, not outside. Then it will grow from the outside. And when you grow from the outside, then the others can drink from your well. Because if your well is a well of sweet water, everybody wants sweet water. Nobody wants to drink bitterness. Nobody wants to drink bitterness. We all want to drink sweet water. So we must start by creating that sweetness in us by not betraying us, okay? Let us not be skeptical about anything. Skepticism also is a hindrance to ourselves. When you are skeptical, you are not able to trust. That's where the issue of trust comes in. You are skeptical about everything. You are not able to trust, and therefore, again, you will not be able to behave. You are not able to behave. The other thing is putting your body as a tool to get to what you want to get. Making your body like, I don't know how I put this one, that you put your body as, let me say, as a vehicle to get even with another party. It basically is like revenge. That you want your body to be used to get even, to be used to do ABC, so that you are seen, I did it too. You are betraying yourself. That is, you are creating a competition which you cannot meet. And it starts with, that's a betrayal within self. That you're betraying yourself by not living as you want other to live like others. So you are using your all what you have, your body, your end, your money, your whatever, so that you become even with the others. That's a betrayal to the self. You should be yourself and live with like you. Don't become even with the others. It's not easy. We are not the same. It's not possible. Let me say like this. Why I'm saying this point is that I've seen some people, they want to have a name to themselves. They are working, I want to have a name like so and so. They are working towards dressing like so and so. They are working towards walking like so and so. They are working towards becoming a career in the career so and so has. Please know yourself. Don't use your body into that competition thing. You are draining yourself. You're draining yourself too much in trying to become even. You are betraying yourself too much in not being you. If you're called to preach at the pulpit, stay there. If you're called to the marketplace, go to the market, preach there. If you're called to preach or to do whatever you are called to do, even if it is serving food in a hotel, that is also a ministry. Do it to the fullest, happily. If you are called to sweep, sweep happily. If you're called to be a house mother, be a house mother. Bring up those children very well. Love them. Be everything you can. Do everything you can. If you're called to be a driver, be a driver. If it is bus or makanga, whatever people want to call them, don't mind about the calling. Do that makanga thing very well, happily. Don't run to become a professor if you're not called to be a professor. Or that you will be a professor one day if God wants you to be, and if that is your way. Don't try. Because you utabreathe. Utarun out of breath. Ukirun out of breath, utaanguka. You will fall. Because the energy will be drained. You will be drained. You will become today, you are this, tomorrow you are this, the next day you are that. Where are you, my dear friend? Let me take an example of America. And I say this with a lot of humility. The first thing you come from Kenya, or I don't know about the other communities, I talk about our Kenyan community. The first thing you learn in America, you're told, oh, if you want to make money, you must become a CNA. It's good. It's a stepping stone. Then nurse, RN, what, driver, truck driver, what. You are shown that there are no other jobs. And I'm sorry to say this. There are no other jobs which you can do and be comfortable. But when you listen to your heart, you don't like that. It is not about money. It's about complimenting yourself and not betraying yourself. Money is good, all right, and we are looking for money. But do you know, the good money which you make when you're feeling happy, when you're doing what you like doing, you do it as even you don't remember the money is zero. You don't remember. Why? Because that is what you like. There are people who can't sit down and wait to see others not born again. They want to evangelize day and night. That is their calling. Don't you follow them to evangelize because you'll be tired and say, tomorrow I'm not going. Because it's not your calling. Everybody has that inner self which tells them what you like doing, what you like being. We have seen celebrities we have seen people who are fighting to become celebrities. And I'm very sorry to say this, that you live according out of your means just to show people you are a celebrity. I've seen this. A person comes out to the media or wherever, you go hire a house there. I think you want people to know that is your house. Let me tell you, I don't know that kind of life of pretense. And I want you to come out of it, please. It doesn't help the self. Because inside you, you know you are not you. And so after all that, you will be hurting yourself. And therefore, that is total high-cost betrayal to the self. You don't have to buy a dress of 30,000. And maybe you are paying it slowly in the shop. Kenya, there are those shops where you pay today 100, they keep the dress for you. My dear, are you going naked? Do you have to make people rich when you are suffering? Because the person selling the clothes, they are making money from you. But you are going, your children are eating food which is not balanced because you can buy meat for them when you have paid 100 shillings to hold a dress somewhere, to hold a shoe somewhere. I love shoes like something else, but believe you me, I cannot buy it if I have no money. I can't. Shoes, because me, I grew up without shoes. I buy shoes. That's a story for another day of how I grew up. I'll give you stories. You will know me one day. Slowly by slowly. How God has moved with me. But you have to be yourself. You don't. It is a step by step. You don't have to. I didn't start like in America. I came to America the other days. I was there with the mitungis. I pretend. And now I come to America, and just because I've come to America, and now I have this and this, I start seeing as if now I need a big name. Here I am now pretending not to be me. Oh no. Let us be ourselves, guys. Let us not pretend. Let us not betray ourselves by using our bodies, our things, the way they should not be. And then we betray ourselves. The other thing, how we betray ourselves is in relationships. Those who are in marriage, I don't know whether I want to talk about it so much because I might receive stones, but I don't mind. I'll mention it. Those who are in relationships. If you are in a relationship where you are laboring alone to build the relationship, you're betraying yourself. Stop betraying yourself. I don't know how the people receive this. And now when I speak like this, I don't know whether now I'll get a husband. Because I'm very strict on this. Strict and to the point. Anyway, on a light note, I'm kidding about that getting husband because I know God is there. But there's something I believe in. I should not labor. And I want to teach you. I should not labor to build a marriage. Because we are all putting in together. Not one person putting. Even if you put one, for the whole rest of your life, it will still drain. Because only one person is putting. So it will never be balanced. It will never be accommodative. It will never be good. It will drain you because you betrayed yourself too much. So I believe in a relationship where both of us are balanced, where I feel I'm not betraying myself. This is what I like doing. This is what I want with myself. If you find that you're not reaching what you like for yourself, I don't think there's not any problem with walking out. I don't mean walking out of the marriage, please. I don't want to go that side. I'm talking about this relationship of, not married yet. By the way, even girl to girl relationship, normally friendships, if the friendship is not working, it is not building you, you are putting too much and you feel that you're betraying yourself, don't betray yourself in such a relationship. Don't betray yourself. When you insist with living or being in a relationship to prove a point to the others, you are betraying yourself. When you insist on being in a relationship because you feel that you do not want to be in a certain state, maybe to be single, you are betraying yourself because in that is a relationship, you are just single in that relationship. Put it together. If the relationship is not fulfilling you, you're still single in that relationship. You better not try to be single in a relationship. Single, be single and free to mingle. Single, free to mingle. And you will mingle very well. You will mingle. Because why? We are human beings. We are social. You will socialize with others very well. Okay? 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Yeah? Somebody knocked. I'm back. I'm sorry. Somebody knocked there. I had to check. So, that's it. We don't have to insist on being in a relationship that's not working for the sake of being there. Don't betray yourself. Practice being self. Practice being self. And when you practice being self, I tend to believe that your self-esteem will go high. And you will know yourself. You will know yourself. And when you know yourself, I want to believe that nobody can tread on you. You not allow that. The other thing I wanted to mention is about about the, how do I put this on so that it comes out clearly, about the things, allowing the things we passed in before to dictate where we are going, about the things we have passed through before in life to dictate where we are going. That is bringing your past to today and carrying it to tomorrow. Because if you have it today and you're not living it, it means that you will carry it tomorrow. So you're betraying yourself, because yesterday is gone and it will never come. I know some of us have passed through stuff in life, some bitter things in life. But it's a high time now you allow that to go, that past to go, so that you embrace now the self today. Because you will not go to live that, you will not go to rectify. It is done. It is done. Whatever happened in the past is done. Is it going to spoil today and the greater tomorrow we are anticipating? Let me give an example. For instance, we have some people who have gone through rape in the past. And I'm sorry if it has ever happened to any of you who will watch this. But believe you me, you don't have to dwell there that it happened. So it happened, yes. It was bad, yes. It was not meant to happen, but it happened. So what do? You keep on saying, why did it happened? You not have reasons. Even if you keep asking yourself, why did it happen? You will not have reasons. It happened. And the only thing and one step to healing is to forget it, to stop even reminding yourself, stop even going there, stop even wanting to know. It's about embracing the next self, the next person of you, the today you and the tomorrow you, who will not be with that rapist and who is not with that rapist now. Your tomorrow you will not be with that rapist. So the best thing is to leave that rapist and yesterday and whatever he did. Thank God you are alive. Aye. Don't you know they say that a dog which is alive is better than a lion which is dead. So let the dead lions die and the dog which is alive back. Can you start backing? Let's back now. And when we back today, the lions which are dead will not hear us. So we are better. The people around us would like to be with this dog which is alive than the lion which is dead, which is smelling because it's rotting. How about that? If it's even biblical. Isaiah 43, 18 and 19. God says, forget the past, I'm doing a new thing. New things to God are new. Things eyes have never seen, ears have never heard or spoken by a person. Those are the things God is keeping for us. Embrace that. Embrace that. It's the high time we learn to embrace that which we do not know. Instead of betraying ourselves with that which we know, which is wrong, which is the bad one. Guys, you don't know we've passed through bitter places. We've passed through places, so we've passed. But thank God we were passing. That is why to mepenya. We are on the other side of that. That is the, you know, when you are passing across, you go sweep. So we are already sweep to the other side. You don't have to worry. Thank God for that. So, guys, I want to leave you with telling you, don't dwell in the past. You are betraying yourself by dwelling in the past. Those who became teenage mothers, like that thing of Kenya, teenagers. I know those kids require a lot of counseling so that they come out of the past and move forward with their little babies. There's future. Let them not betray themselves by thinking that they cannot. They can. They can. There's future. And so, guys, I want to say thank you very much. Don't betray yourself. Come out of those toxic relationships. Think of yourself highly. Your mind is a very strong tool. Make it positive. Let your tongue speak positive. Don't allow yourself to be betrayed by yourself. Come out of that. See you in the next one. I love you so much. God bless you. Love yourself so that you are able to love others. If you don't love yourself, you can't love others. Believe you me. How will you love something you don't know? If you don't know love yourself, it means you don't know the definition of love. So you can't portray it to the others. Love yourself so that you are able to portray the same love to the others. May God bless you. Meet you in the next one. Bye-bye.